So I'm starting with this block of basswood, and I've drawn my pattern on it. And you can see that, so this is a dragon, and I'm going to cut it out. I'm not going to cut out the wings. I'm going to cut out the wings separately and put them on separately. So I'll be cutting around this way. And the grain is running in this direction, which means that if I cut it out like that, this part would be very weak because it's not very big across there. So what I did to help with that is I glued this piece of basswood in here. The pith of this board is right about here, and I wanted there to be some structural support with the grain running this way in it, so I just put it on my table saw, ran it through a couple times until I got the right fit for this to fit, glued it in, and now I will take it to the bandsaw and cut it out. So here's what it looks like after cutting it up on the bandsaw, and now I've got to kind of draw in the shape of the body and head and such. So a little more off there, and the rest I'll have to do by hand. So this is what I have so far. I went and I sanded this all, and you might not be able to see it very well on here, but I put pencil marks on the scales on here, and I plan on wood burning the scales in. I also cut out 2 wings on the bandsaw, and those are going to go on something like this, and of course I have to carve those before I do that. And I carved out 2 horns that I go in here after I carve them, of course. So I've got a lot more to do. I think I'll work on the wings first, then the horns, and then do some wood burning. Before I get too far, I'm going to drill into here and into the other side, as well as into this piece here, just so I know where to carve on this. Definitely don't want to go all the way through, although if I do, it's not a huge deal, but I'd rather not. So I just discovered something here. I think I I was going to have it so that these wings were on here. That's the way I had originally designed them. And those would have been fine, but I actually put the wrong one on and the wrong side on. And I think I like it better like that. I think it looks a little bit better. Now that I have the wings and the horns glued on, I'm going to use this and epoxy putty, and I'm going to create just some eyes in here. Cut off about a quarter each of these two. There we go. So I've got the dragon pretty much done. Off camera, I carved out this block of wood to make it look like a stone wall, and painted it, and then I scraped off the areas where the feet will meet on here so that I can glue this onto here. So that's my next step. So I've cut these pieces now with a 45-degree bevel on them, as well as a piece here with 45 on both sides. The way this is going to work is on the bottom side of here, I'm going to glue these pieces on here like that. And then this piece will be actually attached to another board that I need to get yet, and that's going to slide in through there. So I need to make sure this is the right distance apart. And then lastly, I have this piece here, and that's going to get glued on as well as a sort of a stop, so that that can only go back so far. So I'm going to glue this piece on here. I cut these pieces as well. I'm going to glue those. Those are going to be kind of the push part of these. So it needs to look like that. And I made 8 of them, so I've got extras. So then it just slides right in to here, and it's got pretty much just a friction fit, so it doesn't easily come out, but I can replace it when needed.